into our actual shape, okay? Our actual shape of the jacket is going to be this 3-panel jacket. I'm hoping that we can get to do both. You're recording already? So this is the 3-panel. But in order to get to the 3-panel, we needed to create first the wraparound. Then, first of all, the, what's it called? A single something. One-piece jacket, coat foundation. From there, I mean, it looks familiar, right? So from there, we're going to create the wraparound, which is a back piece with a seam not right under the arm, and the whole front that goes from that seam all the way to the center front. And then from there, we're gonna create the side panel. Now that has nothing to do with the overlap to cross over on the front. Did you guys watch the Emmys? Oh. Have you noticed, well, I was gonna say, have you noticed a trend? Okay, but all the guys were wearing double-breasted jackets. Yeah, and a couple of them they were in there like last year, so everything was too small. Yeah. No, they just wore it too small and they keep buttoning it. I thought that somebody was going to lose an eye from that button. But anyway, so this is the foundation of a blazer, where we have actually 3 panels. We have the back, the front, and the side panel without a seam right exactly on the side. Okay, you can see my jacket. See, I have a panel right here. I do?
Yeah, that goes into the pocket.
Oh, actually I have, yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, but...
Oh no, it's in the
yeah,
back.
I thought it was...
See that I have a panel right here?
Yeah.
Right, on the front I have a little dart. Okay, but in the back I have the curve. You guys can see that I have the curve of the body, right, for the booty, right? But then I don't have a side seam like you would have on your sweatshirt or regular clothes. It actually, that seam has been eliminated, right? Okay, so let's start with the wraparound. And here says design analysis. The style seam wraps around the back. Waist darts give a slight shape to the loosely fitted jacket. The shoulder dart will be transferred to the neck after the collar and the lapel have been drafted. Another page. We'll go back to that later. Choose a design detail to enhance the jacket. And by the way, this jacket is really ugly, but anyway. We're gonna do something more modern than it looks like she has a horse parked outside. Doesn't it? Right? Okay, if you like it, it's beautiful. All right. You see that little binding that is around the neckline? Anybody knows what it's called?
A binding.
That's actually a French, no,
French binding.
piping. You're right in the country. Okay? So that is what it actually is, a French piping.
Where?
In the drawing.
Oh.
You have it in the edge of the lapel, on the pocket, all around the jacket, or on the cuffs. Okay? All right. So, the wraparound jacket. Trace the one-piece jacket and 2-piece sleeve. Let's not work on the sleeve. We'll work on the sleeve by itself later. Mark the desired hem length plus 1.5 inches for hem allowance. We're doing the foundation. We're not doing hemlines yet. Okay? Style line. Square guideline from the hem ending within 1/2 inch of the armhole. Square guideline from the hem ending within 1/2 inch of the armhole and mark Z. Okay? I didn't bring my square ruler, but we are going to use the numbers because I'm a stickler of using the numbers for the grain line, so I don't have that issue, right? And that's the advantage of using this paper. So it says that right here on the back, I'm going to measure 1/2 inch.
From the armhole?
See, I'm placing my ruler on the grain line. I'm following the numbers. So I'm measuring from the deepest part of the armhole 1/2 inch. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to draw that line all the way down. Far an inch, 1/2 inch here.
And you have the same here.
So then here will be squared out. I mean, what it actually is telling you is that you have to get your L square, put it on the hem line until it touches that point. Okay, we're improvising because I left my ruler in the office. But since I know for a fact that I used all my numbers and I'm always lined up with everything, I can very safely say that if I follow the numbers, I'm gonna get the exact same result. Are we all okay for it with that? All right. So then it says, mark X at the waistline. So this is why I wanted to make sure that we have a waistline here, because that is actually our guideline. So this is going to be X. We're going to measure 3/4 of an inch to either side of that new line that we created. Mark Y 5 inches below. So from X towards the hem, I'm going to measure 5. Okay? And that is called Y. Okay. I always like to have the center front in front of me. That's why it looks backwards. Okay? You can turn your phone upside down if it's easier, if you want to use it the other way. Okay? Draw an outward curved line to Y and inward curved to X as shown on the picture. Okay? So this is what it's going to be. And you guys are going to remember this, right? This is just like we did on the skirt. Don't we always use this for the hip? So I'm going to place it here. And I'm going to shape it like we did the skirt. And then I'm going to flip it and I'm going to do the other side. Super cool? Everybody happy? Okay. It's a miracle. Anyway, so now, remember we had this widest part of the shoulder, right? This is the 1/2 inch. We have the Z. Okay? So here on the picture, it shows that I end a little bit below. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a dart here, like we did on the princess seam, that then is going to curve into that point on the arm. Okay? So I'm going to make my life a little easier. I don't know if you guys like that, but I'll do it anyway. Okay, so if it ends right here, I'm going to make the dart up to there, but not draw it all the way through. And this is your own sensing, design, pattern making concept.
So there's no like set number?
I don't want to give you a set number because it's your design. And in a way, as a pattern maker, you are actually designing too, right? So see that I have a corner right here? I want to kill that corner. So I'm going to get the little ruler and I'm going to blend it in. That's going to be a perfect place to make a dart, a notch. Okay? So I'm going to go in here and make a notch, because I don't want corners. Okay? And then I'm going to use the ruler, and again the curve, I'm going to use it down, place it maybe about 1/4 or 1/2 inch from there, and then connect it here to that point. Pretty? Eventually, we're gonna have to walk that. Okay? But when we are having all of these patterns, we are going to drop the armhole and make it wider because the jacket should be looser since we are wearing a garment underneath. Okay? Shouldn't be skin tight. So basically this is it. We have the back now with a notch, and we have the front with the dart.
Wait, what's the measurement between these?
Here, 3/4. And here it measures 5 inches. Okay? Any questions on this? So I'm gonna let you, Rihanna, for a little bit. And then we'll come back and we'll do the rest.